What's up, everybody? Um, excuse me. Change of scenery. I moved into uh, the kitchen area of the house. As you can see, that's the kitchen back there. So, got my roommate's room back there. You can see a fridge right there. Um, so, I want to review a book today. It's old school. Let's see if you can see that. There we go. The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. So, I read the abridged version when I was in a lockdown facility in Laverkin, Utah. St. George / Laverkin, Utah. And I was 16 years old. And they had a library where us semi-juvie delinquents could read books. So I picked this book up, and it made such an impact on my life. I was a kid, teenager at the time. But I just want to basically talk a little bit about the novel and what happens. So Edmond Dantes is the main character. I don't even know really any of the other names of the characters except for Mercedes, who was Edmond Dantes' fiance, supposed to marry her. Anyways, they set Edmond up for treason, they being the people in France who didn't like him at the time. They just were jealous of him, and wanted what he had, wanted his beautiful wife, and they just didn't like Edmond for the success he had, because he was so kind and worked hard, and good things have happened for him, but not more than you would ask for as a modest person. I feel like, you know what I mean. Edmond Dantes was a shipman. He was a seaman. Worked on a ship, cargo, stuff like that, and had an honest job. It was like being a carpenter. He didn't make a lot of money. What he had, he made it for himself, and was looking to support him and Mercedes. And they send him away to this semi-Alcatraz-like prison. It's like a rock in the ocean. This massive rock jutting up from the ocean that it's a prison on top of it. And when he's there, his cellmate is this old dude who I don't remember if he actually was a villain or not, if he was falsely accused or not. I think he might have actually been a thief, but he was locked up and he was old. He was like in his 80s, about to die. And he knew where this treasure was, and he told Edmond. He gave him the map and shit. And so the old man dies. Essentially, he dies, and they bag him up in this bag to throw him off into the sea. Edmond Dantes gets into that bag with the dead man, his dead cellmate, and they throw him over the cliff with the dead guy. Don't know he's in there, and there's like a pirate ship that's passing by, and he gets on that, and so then from there, he's on the pirate ship, right? And I don't think Edmund does anything really at all. Doesn't challenge the pirate captain. The pirate captain, in fact, is the one who challenges Edmund. He's like, "I'm gonna fucking duel you, man. You're a threat on my ship. I don't like you." Edmund's like, "All right, let's do it." So they go to battle. Edmund wins, becomes the captain pirate. The pirate captain. Sorry, I mix things up in my head sometimes, backwards. And they sail to where the treasure is. He gets it. He comes back to France as the Count of Monte Cristo. Everybody's like, who the fuck is this? You know, like, out of the woodworks comes this dude with insane money, like old money. You know, we're talking like somebody who's got over $10 million kind of money. And he comes in and everybody's just like, whoa, what? You know, and he's not Edmond Dantes anymore. He's the Count of Monte Cristo. And what I want to tie this into Alan Moore with V for Vendetta, which is kind of the same in the sense that V, the character we know as V, was once working for the government. It was evil, and they basically tried to kill him, thought he was dead, and he comes back as V. Anyway, I think the Count of Monte Cristo is the OG story of these kind of stories of revenge, you know, vengeance, vendettas. Anyway, he fucking kills everybody or drives them insane. And then what I really love at the end is I think it's maybe his daughter. I think it's his daughter or his son. I think it's his daughter. But he won't fuck with Mercedes anymore. She's like, I miss you. Like, let's get back together. He's like, nope, not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. I'm dead inside. And, you know, he kicks her ass out, says, you gotta find your own way, bitch. Sorry. That was very vulgar. I'm sorry about that. But he didn't trust any of them anymore. You know, he was there for vengeance. And there's the old school movie, the black and white movie, that's more true to the actual story than the one they made in, like, I think the late 90s or early 2000s. There was a remake of Count of Monte Cristo. Yeah, it had a happy ending. It didn't end the way this actual story was written at all, which I think is great. Hollywood just, you know, entertainment, man. Happy ending. It's all good. No, the Count of Monte Cristo is not a happy ending. It's like, I did what I got vengeance. Story ends. That's it. So, not necessarily a happy story, but I think if you're someone who has been labeled a freak or a weirdo or an oddball, you know, somebody who is lesser, like people see you as lesser than, this story would probably really ring true for you if you haven't read it. And, you know, I just want to say this right now. Maybe I am slow-minded for reading Spark Notes, but Jesus Christ, like, fuck me, man. Like, Spark Notes kind of tells me what I need to know about a story. So don't ever feel embarrassed to read Spark Notes or Cliff Notes. Y'all remember Cliff Notes? That was like before Spark Notes, there was Cliff Notes. Cliff Notes, I think, just kind of disappeared from existence of reality altogether. It's all Spark Notes now. But anyway, my point is, Spark Notes, people think it's like, well, that's a high school thing. Like, that's for high schoolers. I'm not a fucking high schooler. Like, dude, if you're trying to learn, you know, Spark Notes to me is like fill in the blank for dummies. You remember those books? You know, computers for dummies, romance for dummies, auto parts for dummies. You know, like, there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know what the fuck this, I didn't really understand what was going on. So maybe you read Spark Notes. That's all I'm saying. It's a classic work. It's been around for a long time. Let's see when it was first published. Well, it doesn't say, but Alexandre Dumas was alive from 1802 to 1870, so it was written in the 1800s, for sure. So yeah, they got Spark Notes on it, no doubt. If you ever run into that with a current author, I would just try to hit the author up, you know, on social media. If you're on YouTube, you you don't have to be on social media if you're here watching me on YouTube. It's your choice, you know. There's times where I feel like, why am I on social media, to be honest? But I'm an entertainer. That's my thing. That's my business, you know. I'm an indie entertainer, independent entertainer. No major publishing house sponsors me. No major producers or directors. I don't have Judd Apatow in my corner like this dude Philip Boyd Brox. Maybe someday that would be really cool. Judd Apatow is one of my personal favorite directors and storytellers. But my point is that I don't know what my point was anymore. Social media, I think. But yeah, a lot of these authors, obviously Alexandre Dumas has been passed away for quite some time, so you can't talk to him. But other authors that I speak about, typically I will discuss current authors that are alive and hopefully doing well enough, you know, and pushing out stories. And I want to promote them. I said to one of my friends today, one of my writing friends, that you know, I'm down to be a supporting actor, play the supporting role. Nothing wrong with that for me, to be honest. So if it's your time to shine, and I see that, you know, you're looking to shine like a star, then I'll help you shine like a star. Because I love stars and star power from Mario. Yeah, I got some Mario work on me. It's Kamek. It's Yoshi. There's a Koopa Troopa. Bowser. I got some on my legs. I'm not going to try to pull my legs up here right now. But yeah, I think that's it. 12 minutes. This is more brief, but it's long enough to entertain you. So check out The Count of Monte Cristo if you've ever felt like you've been unjustly accused of bullshit. If people have gaslighted you, trying to make you feel like you're a horrible person. You're not. I guarantee you're not a horrible person. You're not. You know, there's a difference between being different, unique, and being someone who has true issues. You know, you're not mass murderers. You're not shooting little kids up in schools. You're not. If you were those things, you wouldn't be watching this. You wouldn't have the ability to. My point is that you're awesome, and read The Count of Monte Cristo if you're feeling like, why am I being treated this way? This isn't right. You know, Count of Monte Cristo will definitely show you some motivation to get super rich and have fuck you money, to just be, you know, be able to show people like, what's up now? You know, nothing wrong with that. Just don't hurt anybody. But psychological warfare, man, I'm telling you, that's like the most dangerous of any kind. So without even laying a finger on anybody. But yeah, it's a great book. If you haven't read it, check it out. Spark Notes, you know, save you some time, and don't feel embarrassed about reading Spark Notes, because I don't, and I'm confident in that. So I will catch you all next time.